Our Patreon episode this month is Back to the Future. Go to whatremember.com, sign up for our Patreon, and get that episode. Thanks. Oh my god, there's a spider on your head. Make a wish.
It's a text. It's a text.
Holly does the same
Yeah,
thing.
it's just a one big eyebrow.
And it's curled. It's curled backwards.
boy.
It's curled this way.
How do you get that to happen?
It was bugging me the entire Gremlins episode. I kept looking at it. I was just like, "Oh god, what is that?"
Yeah, Holly hates it.
But I've been getting those myself lately. It's so weird.
Old
man
Wait till you get them out of your
eyebrows.
ear,
It's the old man eyebrows.
Just
Yeah.
so you're gonna have
eyebrows.
like hair in your ear, like
Yep.
curling out.
It's already happening.
Oh dear lord!
I had one where I was like, it was up top, and it was like a hair that was like that long, and I was like, "Where did that come from?"
Why is this here?
I haven't had to trim my nose hairs yet, so I'm pretty excited about not having to do that.
Are you serious? That's like the worst thing ever. There was one time where I had a
never
nose hair just like hanging way
Oh,
out.
it
and I
hurts
was
so
like,
bad.
Oh,
like,
those
what
are
is
so
this?
annoying.
Nothing. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, and like when they happen to me when I'm like away from my bathroom, like driving or something like that, I feel this need to like pull it out.
Yeah.
And I will, and it'll just make me sneeze and cry.
Yep. Yep.
My name is Bradley Jones,
I'm Andrew Moldenhauer.
I'm Andy Hubert.
and this is not a movie review podcast, but a podcast where we try to recall what happened in a movie we haven't seen in a very, very long time. This is what we remember about Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey.
Were there 2 or 3 bad guys in Home Alone? And who was that forgetful fish in Finding Nemo? Join us as we're watching films. See what we remember and what memories we killed. Let's start the show. Here we go. This is what we remember.
You're pacing in that intro. Man.
Oh, it's cliffhanger almost.
Yeah, I tried to milk it. I'm trying to milk it real hard. You're gonna never see it coming.
Oh boy.
So, Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey is. I've maybe
it's a
seen
dog
it
cat.
twice.
It's a dog cat buddy movie.
It's a dog cat.
Yeah, dog
dog cat
cat.
buddy movie.
I don't know if this family already owns these animals.
They do.
Totally.
They totally do.
I will say, just so that Brad doesn't have to worry, there are no moving animal mouths.
Ooh.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
Are there close-up animatronic dogs trying to play off the fact that they're trying to act real? Are they pretending like they're real?
I think it's safe. I think we're safe from it this time.
All right, let's.
Can you say the same thing about the sequel? Can you make the same bold claim about?
I don't think I can. I don't know.
So is this called The Incredible Journey?
Yes.
What's the sequel called?
The Journey Home.
The Incredible Journey Home?
Or Lost in New York.
The Incredible Journey, Homeward Bound.
They're definitely in a city. Pig in the Big City, I think it's called.
Big in the Pig City.
So we have Michael J. Fox.
Yep, playing the dumb dog.
Sally Field.
Yeah.
Playing the cat.
And Sean Connery.
Sean Connery?
Sean Connery, I think.
It is not Sean Connery.
It's Sean Connery.
It's not
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Whoa, that was like an Asian man saying it.
Hello, Mr. Brown.
Mr. Sean Connery.
What is this? What is
Shaken,
happening?
not stirred. Who is the oldest dog?
It's Sean Connery.
No, the guy who plays the oldest dog is one of the 2 old dudes from Trading Places. One of the
Dan Aykroyd.
Oh.
What?
He's like a long-time Hollywood actor.
Yeah, I
guy,
know
but-
this guy.
James Stewart.
He was also in James Bond and
All right, here it comes. And
Entrapment and
The Rock.
Sean Connery. So let's just say Sean Connery for right now.
We'll call him Sean Connery.
Yeah, he's definitely somebody.
Do we remember the animals' names?
I know Chance.
Sally,
the dog.
I just know
Sally
Chance.
Fields, the cat.
All I got is Chance.
The
Chance
cat-
the rapper.
The cat is Sassy.
Sassy, yeah, and Shadow. Shadow's the
The golden retriever.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
sweet.
a-
That's a classic dog name.
Sassy, Chance, and Shadow.
Yes.
Okay, and then there's a family, and the
Sure.
family is
A little girl.
Probably. They probably each have their own pet, though, right?
Yes.
It's a little girl
the
and
cat
2
belongs to the girl.
boys.
No, there's also another girl. 2 girls and 1 boy.
Is it
Or maybe
another?
not.
Is it another Mrs. Doubtfire situation?
I was thinking more like a Beethoven-style family.
Oh boy, I know
That's the
there's-
same thing.
There's definitely a mom and a dad.
So it's the regular movie family at this point.
The regular movie family from the movies we've seen is a mom and dad, an
Yeah,
older
what's standard
sister,
movie
a brother in the
family here?
middle, and a younger sister.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they have to go to a trip, and they end up
go
leaving the
camping?
animals.
Yeah, they
with
go on a trip.
their barn aunt. They like one of the mom's sister.
They drop them off at a ranch,
Ooh.
I think.
Okay.
Hidden Valley.
Oh, yeah.
Is it that one?
But the dogs have a nice home, and they're used to just hanging out and being in the house. Mm-hmm. And this is traumatic for them when they get to this barn.
Right.
Yeah.
And they watch the family leave, and they think it's forever.
Yeah, they thought they were being...
That's where the big
either I don't know if they're being... if they think they're being forgotten or if they think they're being abandoned. I think it's just forgotten.
That's a very dog thing, but like, what about the cat? Like, is she
I
just
think
like they'll come back?
I think Shadow convinces them that this is the end. Like, this is where we're going to be for the rest of our lives.
Like, kind of like
Okay.
going off to the glue factory for like a
Yeah.
horse.
Right.
Oh no!
We sent Rover to a nice farm upstate. Like, they went
Well, no,
to
that's
a
what the
farm.
dogs think.
Yeah.
And I think the cat is like not used to like it's kind of like a fancy New York kitty or whatever.
Oh,
like it's
okay.
like it's
The cat
too used to eating like
it's
really
used
nice.
to being very pampered, yes, and that's why it's
Yeah.
called sassy. Is because she has such an attitude about everything else. She's like only the finest.
She only
things.
eats Fancy Feast.
Like,
and,
I
and,
know-
like slop at the barn.
She's like, none of this 9
Right.
lives.
Well,
Crap.
In the beginning of the movie, they're having like a party at the house, and like the one of the kids is like trying to feed Sassy like cake or something, and she's like, "No,
I'm watching my weight.
I don't want any cake."
Hungry? No. But it's shrimp. You like shrimp.
I
Come
couldn't
on.
possibly.
It's good.
Oh, no, I can't. I just can't. I have those 4 pesky ounces still hanging on from Christmas. Oh, well, if you insist.
Told you.
It works. I don't believe it.
Have another.
Oh, a twofer. I gotta remember this.
It's like I said all along, Poopsie. Cats rule and dogs drool.
Get a life. Get 9 of them.
It's true. Cats are smarter than dogs and more attractive. And we don't drink from the toilet.
Why not?
And Chance doesn't understand. Like he goes and like tries. He gets into
he's
like,
eating
the
everything.
whole cake. Like he eats like a thing, and then he barfs it all up on somebody.
Ooh. Is this dog I might have missed this. You already said
Yeah.
it. Is it a pit bull?
American bulldog.
American bulldog?
It's the same dog from the Little Rascals.
Oh, is it the exact
I
same
think
dog?
I think it
It
might
is
be
not.
It's the exact same dog.
Maybe
Nope.
it's the exact same dog.
No,
It's an
Brad
American
said it,
bulldog.
though.
It's an
Same
American bulldog. It's a
dog.
much bigger dog.
It's smaller than
Wow.
Shadow though.
No, but
Shadow's
that
a
dog.
golden
But
lab.
he's also a younger dog.
He's inexperienced.
I think the dog from Little Rascals might have just been a pit bull.
I think so.
Are we sure that Chance didn't get adopted in the beginning of this movie?
Because
he's like the new- he's like the new
and
kid
they're
in town,
introducing
right?
him to stuff. Yeah, maybe. And like
I don't
Shadow's
know.
kind of showing him the ropes
I don't know. It could
Like
be.
they just got a dog. Like why would they? So they was there a reason why they had to get a new dog?
because
Like
they got 3 kids and they got to have 3 animals.
One-
They were fighting
they
over
probably
the animals.
start with 3 animals.
They
but
maybe-
I'm
they
just
probably
wondering. I'm trying to justify the inexperience of Chance.
So
Yeah.
are they going camping? The family is
the
that
family
what it
is definitely going somewhere where dogs can't be, and I feel like camping isn't that.
Yeah,
Like,
that would
dogs
make
can go
sense.
camping.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going
Road
far
trip.
away, like New York or
Yeah, some sort of big road trip where you can't just travel with the dogs.
yeah, I think they're maybe flying even.
I was gonna
Okay.
say they were traveling in like one of those classic road
Station
trip station
wagons.
wagons. Like in every movie.
So okay, so they go to the aunts,
Uh-huh.
drop off the pets.
And the aunt is a lesbian, right? I mean, she owns a barn.
I mean,
She's
let's
got
just say it. It's
jeans.
2017.
This 1990s aunt likes to ride horses.
Look, it's like Mrs. Doubtfire. It's the 90s. You can do anything.
Well, I'm not judging. I'm just saying, she's got a friend she hangs out with.
Let's see. Let's go back to the tape in part 2. I'm curious.
Oh yeah.
They're not at that ranch very long. They pretty much just like drop the animals off and they're on their way.
Yeah,
right?
they piece out of there fast.
Right.
They're like, see you, bye.
See you, bye.
Here, feed the dogs, bye.
But the animals are on the farm for a little bit before they escape.
Are they like interacting with like horses
They
and
have like
stuff?
roosters and chickens.
Yeah.
and do the other animals talk?
Yeah.
Is there like
Wow,
a
you
talking
were fast on that one. You're like, yeah, totally.
No. I was asking the same question as he was. Do they talk to horses or chickens or
I don't
Pigs.
think so. I feel like the only animals I can remember talking are the main 3. Like
But no. Well, there's like in maybe this is Homeward Bound too, but there's like a whole pack of other dogs that talk to them throughout the movie.
That's got to be 2.
It's probably 2, but like other animals can
That's
talk
just
in this
Oliver and
world.
Company.
I think other animals
Okay,
can
then what?
talk.
Why should I worry? Why should I care?
Oh man, I can't wait. That's on the list. We gotta have to do that one. I'm ready.
Oliver and Company is like one of my favorite Disney movies.
But I bet the chickens only say like "bok bok 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 bok." Like they're
So
not
the-
very smart.
But then they're not saying anything.
But they're
just
saying
being
it.
chickens.
But they're saying like they are saying "bok bok 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 bok." Let me see you bok 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 bok.
Let me see you bark, 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 bark,
And
bark.
the horses is just like chewing hay all day.
Can't be bothered.
Oh, wow.
Hey, yeah.
He's saying that classic Mr. Ed phrase. Wilbur? Is that what does it say?
He said that. I was like, I hope he's not going to me for that one.
Yeah. Let's go back to the
Oh,
tape.
jeez.
Is Babe at this ranch from the Babe movie? Is there-
That's good crossover potential.
Isn't that movie?
Yeah.
Does that movie take place in like Ireland, or like England, or like
don't know.
Scotland?
Well, Sean Connery's from Scotland, so
Sean Connery.
I'm a puppet dog. I'm a cute little puppet dog, Mrs. Moneypenny.
Mrs. Moneypenny.
I would pay money to hear a whole movie redubbed with Brad doing Sean Connery as one of the characters.
I can make it happen.
We'll do that on our next.
That's the Indiegogo that we're gonna have.
Yeah.
You pick the movie. I'll dub all the voices in my terrible Sean Connery impression.
Oh man.
So they escape into the wilderness, and I'm guessing that the ant doesn't notice for like a hot minute.
So they just run away from the farm because they think that they're like
That
that
they've been
they're
left
gonna
behind.
That they
that they're-
forgot.
they forgot them. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they all leave.
I'm pretty sure Chance initiates. Like,
Yes, because he's the one that's the most nervous,
no.
and Shadow's sort of like, it's probably fine.
Yeah.
But Chance just like takes off, and Shadow's like, that dog will die.
I
if
think
no one
Sassy
helps
is like also really worried
She's
too.
freaking
Yeah,
out
because
just
she loves the daughter.
him. Yeah,
That's
she's
like
freaking
her
out
thing.
because like the farm is just deplorable to her.
Yeah.
So she wants to get out of there anyway.
It's a real Green Acres situation. I'm making a lot of classic
A lot
movie
of references.
Yeah.
A lot of classic movie references this podcast.
Way over my head.
Somebody might be paying me $5 for each one I make, guys. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
So then
All
we
right,
get to
so
the
they
actual
escape.
incredible journey part
Yeah.
of Incredible
How
Journey.
incredible is it?
Sort of incredible.
Okay.
There's a lot of Rocky Mountains and forests and
It's a lot of encountering like wildlife.
okay,
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
All of these things that we're gonna think of are gonna be out of order.
Oh yeah, I don't
that
have
up.
any kind of order.
I know
established
like
at
what
all,
the
yep.
last sort of thing is because it's a very traumatic moment
Yes,
in
I
everyone's
do.
life.
That I do remember.
So we'll talk about that later. But I do think this movie is still written where all the characters like have a development and they learn things and like they change. It's that sort of they still wrote a movie
Yeah.
where they could have been human characters, but they're just animals
Yeah.
talking.
Absolutely.
Like the cat, like I think there's a moment where she falls in water, or like one of the dogs falls in water, and she has to get wet.
Yeah, don't they have
She,
to like
she,
cross?
overcomes having to get wet or something like that.
Yeah, or they have to like cross a river or something
Yeah.
like that.
One of the animals saves the other one from a river. I'm fairly certain.
yeah, I think
Okay.
they saved.
I think
the
it
c-
also happens in Milo and Otis, but I'm pretty sure it also happens
Yes.
in this movie.
Oh,
we
God.
should also do Milo Notice.
Oh,
we
please
will
no.
never
We
do
will never do
Milo.
Milo and Otis.
Based on what I know about Milo
So
and
many
Otis,
dead animals in that movie.
the entire production did not care whether or not
Yeah.
animals survived in that movie. So we are not going to do that.
But I do think this movie wouldn't exist without the popularity of Milo and Otis.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's probably
true.
true.
Milo and Otis is that was like a Japanese production, right?
Yes, it was.
And they were also talking animals.
Yes, Dudley Moore and
Sort of. They were. It was
Some
like
of them.
one narrator that does the whole movie, and he does both their voices.
Okay.
And he like narrates. He's like, "Oh no," said Otis. Like,
Oh,
It's Dudley Moore.
yeah, he actually does it like at,
like a book style.
Yeah, like book style. Yep, he narrates like the whole
Another
thing.
reason why we're not going to do it.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that movie ever in my life.
Yeah.
We'll do Babe though.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
we will
course
do
we're
101
gonna do Babe.
Dalmatians.
We have to do Babe.
We have to do that just
And
to
we will do
establish
Look
if
Who's
those
Talking Now.
goddamn dogs talk.
We will do Look Who's Talking.
Babe
Now.
is like the Citizen Kane of like animal movies.
It's the Citizen Kane of Citizen Kanes,
Yeah.
guys.
You're not wrong.
I would have to think that oh boy, Chance is very curious.
Yes.
He's getting into mischief.
Yes.
There's probably a scene where they need to find food.
Yeah, I would assume.
or something like that. And
I know that. Yeah, you're right.
remember.
But the cat falls in like a water and almost goes over a waterfall.
Or
that's
she-
like the cover
Through a
art.
waterfall?
Over a waterfall.
Oh,
Like,
over
the
a-
cover art is like the dog saving her from going over a waterfall. I think.
yeah,
Um,
because they're kind of at odds with each other.
Yes.
Specifically, Sassy and Chance.
And I'm sure there's a point where all three of them are like, we're going our own way because I hate all of you.
Right, and that always goes well.
Yeah,
You can go your own way.
I think that song plays during the movie too.
probably. What do they encounter? What else?
Do they encounter another dog, like a
Well,
Rottweiler or something?
I don't know about
'cause
another dog.
I
They
keep
do-
jumping back
Yeah,
to the 2nd one.
Let's save that bit. But I don't know if there's another dog. There's definitely another creature, and that's what.
There's a
Andy and
couple
I
of
keep
other
alluding
creatures.
to.
like a
I think-
porcupine.
That's the thing.
Oh, that's what you're talking
That's
about?
what I was talking about.
There's also a bear. There's also a mountain lion. And
Oh,
the
boy.
porcupine's all you
This
want to talk
is
about?
an incredible journey,
It's
guys.
an incredible journey.
Wow.
The porcupine thing has to happen last though, because that is.
Is it
severe.
that's the traumatic event?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the bear thing?
What's
There's
the
a bear?
thing?
They just run into a bear and they're
They
like,
run into
"Oh
a
my
bear and
God,
the bear's like,
Does
I'm a
the
bear!
Yeah, does the bear talk?
the bear. I swear, they're the only three that talk. All the other animals can't
Not even
talk.
the humans talk in this movie. It's just those.
they pantomime everything.
Quack, 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 quack. They're just the mom from Muppet Babies.
Yeah.
Another TV reference, another cha-ching. Cha-cha-ching.
More money for bread!
Is that how this works?
There's a secret donor paying me
Yeah.
to make every television reference I can.
It might just be a sugar daddy.
Oh man.
Now you're making candy references. I see what you're doing.
Cha-ching!
Everyone has their own drinking game, side game in this podcast.
Oh my god.
All right, so they run into a bear, and the bear's like, I'm a bear, and then they like run away from it.
They run into a mountain lion. The mountain's like, I'm a mountain lion. They run away from it.
No, there's things that's gotta happen. They gotta outsmart these creatures somehow.
They maybe. I don't remember honestly much from the encounters. I remember Chance calls the mountain lion Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All right, write that down.
So the mountain lion talks.
No, Chance calls him
okay.
that.
What does he say in return?
He's like, yes, that's my name.
So he talks.
That is accurate. Yes.
What are some other things? They have to,
Well,
they have
okay.
to climb up like a mountain, or they have to like something treacherous. They walk across a log. And probably
I bet
fall
they
into
do. And
Yeah, see,
they
I
fall
was
into the river.
yeah, I was
And,
talking
like,
about that
it's easy
earlier.
for the
They
cat.
probably walk across a log.
Yeah, everyone has
That's
their own
like-
advantages, right?
Yeah.
Maybe one of the dogs falls into the water.
I think Chance gets like distracted by a butterfly or something. I think he has an Achilles heel of some kind.
He's an idiot.
Well, he is
For
an idiot.
sure.
Okay, he's not. I'm going to take that back. He's not an idiot. He's like a child.
Yeah, he is. He's a young.
Those are two different things. I
Joe.
didn't mean to say them as the same thing.
I mean, young.
He's a
children are
child, and
usually
he's just like he doesn't. He's like new to this world, I guess. Like
and
everything is new to
interesting,
him.
Yes,
and
everything's
interesting.
And Shadow is
Is the
very
word
much-
impetuous? Is that the word? I don't know.
Yeah,
what
that's
that
a good word for
means.
it, yeah.
Is that what he
Okay.
is?
Mhm,
Okay.
But Shadow's like world weary. Like he's like,
Yeah,
come on,
he's been around the
guys,
block.
please don't. I just want to go. He's not interested.
He's also guiding them and giving them advice the whole
And
movie.
Sassy
I
just
think.
complains the whole time because things are dirty.
Eventually,
or
she doesn't.
uncomfortable.
They all learn a lesson.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the main dog's name again? Shadow.
Mhm.
Wow, their names all mean something.
I think Chance is the main.
Chance is always taking chances.
I mean, it could be argued. I
dog
think that
for
Chance
me.
is the main dog.
You're the man now, dog. That's Shadow talking.
Of course it is.
Ah.
Oh boy.
Their names are all kind of interesting. Like Shadow, maybe he's like.
In the shadows.
Well, no, he's like an older dog. Like he like what? Like probably gonna pass
Yeah.
away
So
soon.
I think
So
there's
like
a-
he's
I think there's a moment.
he's
in
a
this-
shadow of a former dog.
I think there's a part in this movie where Shadow like doesn't want to go on anymore.
He's too tired.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
He's
Yeah.
too old and too
He just
tired.
can't do it.
But like everyone's like, I think maybe Sassy's trying to like push him on just like a little further, and it is just like a little further when they finally meet up with the family.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
Shadow would have given up right at the end if not for everyone pushing him to keep going. I
Right.
think that's his big thing.
And in a way, like, and so like all of them together, probably not like a cohesive like family, like these two dogs and a cat. But like maybe by the end, they're I don't know, more appreciative of each other.
Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, that's the main. Yeah, that's the
They're
big
all at
takeaway.
odds, and they all come.
Yeah. Maybe Sassy is not as sassy.
Yeah, right.
Right. And Chance doesn't take as many chances.
Yeah.
And Shadow's maybe a little. She sees the.
He's a little bit more in the sunlight.
He sees things on the
Little
brighter
more.
side.
He's more in the spotlight this time.
So, Chance, at some moment in the movie, I think it's when he's going solo, runs into a porcupine.
Yes.
And he's just sniffing it because
Yep.
he doesn't know what
He's
the heck.
very interested.
He's wanting to play with this thing.
Yep.
And the porcupine just whacks him right in the face.
Right in the nose.
And it's the most hideous, scariest thing because all these porcupine quills are in his face.
Yep.
Whoa, hey, check it out. Intruder at 4 o'clock.
What is that?
You got me. I think it's a squirrel having a really bad hair day. Whoa, hey,
Leave it alone, Chance.
are you kidding me? I gotta check this out. Hey, you, pal.
No, don't. Doesn't smell right.
Will you look at this guy? This is like Mondo Bizarro. All right, pal. You know the routine. Assume the position. I sniff you, you sniff me. Hey, where you going? Hey, did I say you can go? Come back here. Hey, what about that hair? Would you stick your tongue in a toaster? He bit me with his butt!
Oh, Chance, you really are a bulldog, aren't you?
I was just curious.
Do you think this actually happened? Like they had?
No, absolutely not.
They were.
If this was Milo and Otis, yes. But
Right, yeah, I was gonna say this
because
isn't a
it's-
Milo and Otis
I mean,
production.
like,
okay?
did they talk to the porcupine and say, like, okay, we need you in this scene? We
Are
need
you
to,
are
like...
you suggesting that humans and porcupines can communicate to each other?
Only humans and porcupines, though. No other animals.
I talked to a couple porcupines in my day.
I think those were pine cones in your backyard.
What's the difference?
One's an animal, one's a
Can you be more specific?
porcupine cone. And I believe Sassy tries to help Chance like pull them out of his face a little bit, like
Yeah.
lick them and nurse his wounds.
Yeah,
'cause,
maybe
oh my
maybe
God.
Shadow pulls him out and
Shadow
yeah.
doesn't do jack to the porcupine
Wow.
cone. Yeah.
Calling Shadow out.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it right there. He's shadow boxing in the corner. Oh my God, that wasn't even funny. You almost spit out your
Spit your
thing.
LaCroix everywhere.
It was unexpected.
That's our first almost spit take of the podcast. And she just feels real bad for him because I think she was mean to him. Just like real. This is like the third act. Everything's awful. Part of the film.
Yeah.
The downfall.
Is there a moment where like
The
the
darkest
aunt,
moment.
where the aunt calls the family and is like,
Everybody's
"Hey, I
look-
lost your
yeah.
dog and cat."
And the family is looking for them. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they drop whatever they're doing to come help look for the animals.
They're like,
So
way
they
to
had to
ruin a
stop-
vacation,
yeah.
animals.
Maybe we should have taken him to our other aunt.
The one that didn't have the wide open field. Where
Yeah,
animals can
and the
easily
farm
escape
with
from.
no gate.
I feel like there is a big climax where one of the dogs gets like his collar stuck or something on the train tracks. Like it's almost like a Stand By Me.
Whoa.
What?
I'm pretty sure this is a thing.
It's got
A collar
I-
stuck on the train
I
tracks.
would guess it's Sassy, and
Okay.
Chance saves her.
And like the train's coming and they're like, oh my
Because that would make sense. to,
Like, what is she like? How does she get her
switcheroo.
collar stuck? Does she get it on like a?
Like on one
I
of
don't know,
the
spike or
one of
something?
the ties or something. Yeah, something like that. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe you're just thinking of Stand By Me.
Maybe I'm thinking of just just
Because
thinking
they're
of
both
Stand
set
By
in
Me.
like the woodsy, foresty area.
Could be.
Did it have Corey Feldman in it?
Because I feel like
Brushed over that.
Yeah. I
Well,
tried to
he
make it
lost
laugh.
he was on a train of thought.
Whoa.
Pun intended.
Wait,
This
let me get some
guy.
LaCroix in my mouth. I'm gonna spit take it.
Not a sponsor.
But it could be.
Yeah, and it should be because we like it.
But in like, I feel at the end of it, like Shadow saves the day, but in the process, like nearly dies.
Shadow wants to give up. I'm pretty sure that is.
I don't know if it's giving up or if he like
He's
straight
just
up
too
is
dang
about to
old.
die because he's just too old. Like, and they're like, "Oh no, Shadow, but we love you even though we hated you this whole time."
Who is that? Sally Fields?
Yeah, that's yes. Was it not a good Sally Fields?
Is it Sally Fields or
Can you
Sally
do-
Fields?
can you do
Isn't
Sally-
Mrs. Fields the cookie thing and her name is Sally Fields?
Can you do Sally Field as Sean Connery?
I gotta remember what she sounds like. The only thing I can think of is like Forrest Gump, where she's just very quiet and she's soft spoken. Hello, Mrs. Moneypenny. My name is Sally Field. That's all I have.
That's all I ever wanted, Brad.
That was good.
It was real good.
I mean, I'll edit it. I'll edit it to be better. What other incredible journeys happen in this film? Please tell me. Andy. Other Andy.
I got nothing.
You passed that one quick.
But is Shadow like a martyr in a way, or he wants to be a martyr? Like you said that someone got their collar stuck on the train tracks. Is he like trying to?
He's just wise and old. Yeah. So he's like the one that he's like the grown up accompanying these two spoiled children on this journey.
But I think he maybe finds that he's not as old as he thinks he is, because he starts learning
a young
from
buck.
Chance.
You know, we're gonna watch this movie, and it's gonna turn out that Shadow dies right at the end, and you're
you
gonna
son
look
of a
so
bitch.
silly.
Did you just
You're
say,
gonna look
no,
so silly.
don't say that. There's definitely gonna be some
I'm
crying.
calling it now.
I'm crying a few times in this movie, but I can't watch a 90s Disney movie with the dog in it.
Because I remember some sort of sad moment.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like.
Okay, this is my
sad moment.
guess for the sad moment. I think at the end of the film, Chance and Sassy run out of a field into their owner's arms, and the other kid's looking for Shadow. And everyone's like, Shadow didn't make it. I'm getting chills right now. I was getting chills.
I think this
sounds
does
real.
happen.
This sounds real. I believe this.
And it's like he couldn't make it out there in the wilderness. But then suddenly Shadow comes out.
He comes out of the shadows.
He comes running out of the shadows
because
he loves his owner like the most.
He's like strolling.
Yeah.
So who's his owner? Is it the dad? Is it like the older sister?
I just got so many chills. They're multiplying.
All the chills.
And I'm losing control.
The boy kid goes to Chance, I'm pretty sure. And
Okay.
the youngest girl is about Sassy, so I assume that...
I think there's another older boy.
Okay.
Oh, another older boy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Brad, why didn't you bring this up? When
we talked about this already.
I'm flip-flopping.
You flipped. You John Kerry.
I flipped and I flopped.
You flip-flop, you dipped.
And I dipped and I dabbed.
Oh, boy.
But that moment for sure. There's very few things I remember in
That
this
sounds
movie.
like
Going
it could
in,
totally be
start of this
exactly
podcast,
that.
I did not remember that scene, and we
Yeah.
cooked it out of my
I'm
brain.
pulling it out of you.
So like Sassy runs up and she's like, Chance didn't make it, and they're like, no.
No.
And then Chance
Shadow
comes out,
didn't-
he's like, I'm
Chance-
right here.
Chance for
And
sure
then
made
it's like Shadow didn't make it.
No, they're just so happy they don't even talk about
What they go one at a time. The
audience-
Chance didn't make it. Chance comes out. Shadow didn't make it. Shadow comes out.
As an audience member,
We all
I think you think Shadow's dead too.
Yes, I think that's the case
think
where
you
you
get
think.
switcheroo.
Okay, that would make sense too, where you think he is, and then he's not at the end. Otherwise, I feel like it's too sad.
But why do you think he's dead? Is he just like walking
Too old,
slow
dog?
before
Yeah.
like what signs is
It's
he
like
showing?
after he like does something
Maybe he
to
even
save
fights
one
off
of
the
other
mountain
two.
lion or the bear or something.
Maybe, but like afterwards, he's like
Pretty sweet,
he's
right?
like really tired, and they're walking, and he just can't. He just lays down, and he like won't get up.
I think he does fend off an animal from the other two, and it like kind of wears on him. Like he gets into a fight.
I thought it was at
Or
the
scrap.
end, but there might be a moment where
Maybe it
they
was
run
that
in.
porcupine comes back and just really takes
Porcupine?
a bit out of Shadow.
Pokemon.
The Pokemon.
So I think they definitely see a vet. I thought that was at the very end of the movie because Chance does get the porcupine
Oh,
quills
you're right.
removed. That could happen.
I think that happens
before the
during.
end of the movie, and they escape from them as well.
Yeah, like they get picked up by animal control or something.
But the family just misses them.
I think you're right.
Woo!
Oh man,
Cracking the
we're
code.
getting there. We're gonna get this whole movie. It's just gonna take us 4 hours.
I hope you've got some time because we started early tonight.
Yeah.
and we
Grab
are.
a coffee. Sit back, relax. We're gonna crack this.
So do you think after this, the family got billed for all the search and rescue and the vet and all that stuff too? They're like, not
I hope
only
not.
did they ruin our vacation, they cost us a bunch of money.
No.
I don't think we get to that part of the story. I think the movie just ends.
No.
The movie at the end there, I remember that like
They get home.
They get home, and then like Sassy she just wants to be pet the entire time.
And I think that the animals do get home, and this scene happens where they're running at the owners. At the
Yes,
house,
I definitely think
out of the
that's
valley,
thing.
to the house.
I want to see these animals.
There might be a moment where they see the mountain lion, and you see Shadow, and it cuts to an exterior of the mountain, and you just hear a loud "Ow!" or something like that, and it's left to whether or not you think he's dead or not.
I'm not sure about that one.
Me neither. But I like it as a
Yeah. Although I don't
as
know
a
why a
filmmaker.
mountain lion's howling, or if it's the dog that's yelping.
Yeah, just a big fight that happens between.
And you just see a wide shot of some trees, and you just hear some fight noises.
Sure.
And then birds fly away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens. Bold claim. That happens in this movie.
That sounds about right.
You're a gun nut. One of them has a gun.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shadow did not make it.
He came right at me. You all saw it.
It was an old Yeller situation.
It is the mom, Bonnie Hunt, in this movie.
Oh my god.
Is the dad, Charles Grodin.
Is the vet the same vet?
These are questions
He's
we
still
don't have
trying-
answers
He's like,
to.
I got the perfect dog for these bullets. Oh, they escaped. Oh, I've got the St. Bernard's the one.
Still trying to test out that stupid
He's
exploding
determined to
bullets.
test those exploding bullets.
Is there quicksand in this movie? I don't think there is, but I'm just trying to think
I
of
don't
like
think
some
so. Yeah, I'm
foresty
trying to think of other
elements.
things you could experience
Snare
in like
traps
Northern California.
or-
So the second movie is all like they're in the city, right? They're in like a town.
I have
I
They're
don't
like
know.
going.
idea.
They're definitely going through a city because there's a whole element where there's like stray dogs.
I think I've only seen the second one once ever. don't
I
even
feel like
know.
I've seen the
first
second one
I
and not the
saw a
first one.
bunch. I don't remember the second one.
They
at
probably have to
all.
like make camp and they're cold and they like have to cuddle or something.
Oh, that's gonna be so cute.
Oh, I don't think Sassy's gonna want to do that.
But she has to.
She
because
has to.
She's
the
gonna
warmth
be
will-
like no, and while the other two are, and then it's gonna be the middle of the night. And she's gonna be so freezing, and they're gonna be like, "Are you sure?" And then they're gonna wake up, and she's gonna be right there.
Yeah, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, you slept next to me."
Yeah,
She's like, no, I didn't.
yeah. She'd be like, "Oh, I must have slept walk."
Is there a scene where they like are by like a bonfire? They like start a bonfire and,
And
there's,
they
like,
roast marshmallows.
marshmallows and
And then Chance travels back in time to this enchantment on the sea dance. Does that happen in this movie?
which movie, Darryl, are we talking about?
Oh man.
Did these actors ever have a movie together where they were together in it, not as animal voices?
Sally Field and
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox, and then the other guy that
Yeah,
we
Sean
don't.
Connery.
Sean
No,
Connery.
the third guy definitely didn't because he died like right after this movie was made.
Bummer. What a buzzkill.
Just like Shadow in the movie.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He's in the sequel.
He is in the sequel.
He's on the cover box.
They replaced him.
How many Homeward Bounds are there? Aren't there
two.
5?
There's 2.
I think there's a lot of them.
Wow.
I think they kept
No.
cranking them out.
No, you're thinking of Beethoven.
No. I'm thinking of this too. I think they kept pumping them out.
Seriously, I think I'm standing by. I think there's only 2.
I'm gonna go with 3.
I will say
I think
4.
3 is a safe bet.
I'm gonna say there are 4 Homeward Bound films.
I mean, wow. They could have kept making them. I mean, they decided instead to make 12 Beethovens, but I think there's only 2.
Homeward Bound Vegas Vacation, Homeward Bound Down Under. I want to watch this movie.
I'm really looking for this. Is one I have not seen in a very
Yeah.
long time.
Wait, what? You were about to say something, and then you kind of switched to a different.
I'm
sentence.
interested in seeing this movie.
I'm very excited to see this movie.
Oh wow! I said it.
Sally Field,
To see this.
you were in this movie. What do you mean you're very excited to see
I've
it?
never seen this movie. So.
You've never seen your own movie?
I've never seen any of my own movies. No.
Wow.
I heard I'm a pretty good actress.
You've heard it?
I heard, someone told me one time.
Just
You know,
once?
Yeah.
Just one time.
I mean, do you watch anything? You didn't see someone say this. You didn't even watch your own movie, so I assume
No,
you just
no,
don't
no.
watch TV at all.
Oh yeah, I don't want to.
You've seen clips of your movies, though, right?
No,
No?
nothing.
Like, you even had your eyes shut every time you, like,
Well, you on a show or
were,
something, and they're gonna
were
show a clip?
nominated for an
I
award?
don't even watch the cameras when they do playback. When make
Are you shooting a movie right now, Sally Field?
I could be.
Like, is this a movie?
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh well, but now you've told us. Does that ruin the premise?
Go see. Hello, my name is Doris.
Oh, that
Oh,
movie
my
is... That movie's great.
Last year, I was in it. I heard I was good. I didn't see it, but I heard that I was good. And this, the trick of the impression is just to keep losing your voice. It just
Yeah.
keeps on
It's
like
fade away.
just
Yeah.
fade away into nothingness, Nelly.
Sally Field is quiet as a mouse. She has, like, every movie that she's in, she has 4 boom mics.
Yeah, can we get the volume any louder on Sally's?
We need a couple more of those
No,
in here.
We need to get her closer to her
can't.
mouth.
There's a boom in the shot. Yeah, it has to be there.
Yeah.
It's a Sally Field movie.
it's all you
You
can
knew
do.
that coming into this.
Yeah. Zoom that camera in.
Every movie of Sally Fields has to be a movie about making a movie, so they have an excuse to have the boom in there.
That's
Keep
why you
saying
could never...
Sally Field. You're thinking of Mrs. Field.
Oh.
Her name was just Sally Field.
Sally Field. Isn't there more than one Sally Field though? I thought she was cloned.
Nope. You wish.
Could have sworn.
You wish, dog.
If she was cloned, then her clone would be Sally Fields.
See?
Oh.
See what I'm saying? Keep up, Red.
More Sally Field movies. That'd be good. Sally Field and Michael J. Fox. Maybe we're in a movie together.
Do you mean Sally Fields?
I don't think they were in a movie together.
You don't think so?
No,
Did they come back for the sequel?
they did. Wait, no.
Ooh, yeah. Sean Connery was in the sequel, for sure.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing anything else but Dragonheart.
They must have come back for the sequel. It's got to happen, or else it wouldn't have been made. I feel like they would have had to like replace a dog.
Okay, that
You
I
can't
don't
go
think
from
that's-
Michael J. Fox and then just be like, all right, we're gonna get Eric Stoltz to play the dog now. That's not gonna happen. That is not gonna happen.
I could 100% see that happening. That happens all the time.
It
You
happened
go
in
to that crappy
reverse.
sequel with
That
the
happened in
not
reverse.
original voice people, and it's terrible.
There was a similar movie that came around this time that I really, really loved called Yellow Dog. I forget. They might have had more of a subtitle, but it's about a kid who gets lost on an island with a dog, and it's just like him trying to get home and like him and the dog having a fun time.
Does he have to eat the dog?
No. But do you remember this movie?
I don't know. This
Yellow
movie. I've
Dog.
never heard of this.
Yeah, Yellow Dog.
I'm trying to think of all like the kid with animal movies from the 90s, like
Yeah,
Fly Away Home and
he
Free
gets-
Willy.
Fly Away
and-
Home is great.
I think he gets in like a boat wreck with the dog.
Oh, man.
Like lands on an island.
remember this
It's like
at
a
all.
survival movie. It's really good. Yellow Dog, the something.
I'm just gonna go watch
something.
Benji, guys. I'll be back later.
Is that your favorite dog film?
I hate the Benjis. I hate that movie.
What is your favorite dog film?
My favorite dog?
Snow
film
Dogs?
specifically.
Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Oh my gosh.
Marley and Me.
I mean, the original 101 Dalmatians is pretty great.
The animated one or the,
Yeah,
car-
the
live
animated
action?
one.
Brad, I found the movie that you were talking about.
Uh-huh.
It's called Far From Home.
Far From Home.
Far from
The
Home.
Adventures of Yellow Dog.
The Adventures of
Oh,
Yellow
man.
Dog. If you guys at home haven't seen this movie,
I feel like I have seen this movie.
I really, really love this
I
movie.
don't.
as a kid.
This doesn't sound familiar to me at all.
You learn a little, you love a little, and you grow together, and it's like Homeward Bound.
He loves. He laughs. He learns.
Yeah, it's like a shipwreck movie.
Mm-hmm. And like Flipper came out like right after there was a
yeah.
string of like
Yeah.
animal movies, man.
There was.
Monkey Trouble. Everyone
Okay,
remembers.
all right, listen.
Everyone remembers Monkey Trouble.
Air Bud is hands
Dunstan
down the
checks-
best
Dunstan
dog
checks
movie.
in.
Yeah, that's great.
Bingo.
The song?
Nope. There's a dog. It's like Air Bud, but with a different dog.
Most Valuable Primate.
Mm-hmm. Babe, of course.
Yep, babe. Yep. Gordy.
What,
Well-
was there an animal that?
Oh,
didn't
is
get
that
made
the
a movie
other
out of?
pig
That's
movie?
the other pig movie. Yep.
Okay, I was just about to ask that question. You answered it.
Yep.
There's another pig movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out at the same time.
I guess
Yeah.
there has to be.
Babe
right?
and Gordy.
Is there a movie with just cats in it?
Just
live action
cats.
cats.
Aristocats.
That's a cartoon.
You
Dogs
said the
vs.
live
Cats.
action before I was thinking.
They're Dog vs. Cats. Garfield.
I believe it's Cats vs. Dogs, guys.
You're thinking of that Janine Garofalo film, Sleeping with Cats and Dogs.
No, I love cats and dogs. The
P.S.
truth about cats and dogs.
P.S. I love cats and dogs.
Hey, you've got cats and dogs.
Hey,
Hey, you got some cats and
hey,
you got
it looks
some
like you got a
dogs.
cat and a dog.
The Chipmunks came way later, but I feel like that should
I
have
hate
been
the
a movie.
Chipmunks.
But we should do the Chipmunks movie at some point.
Oh no,
Oh, please, yeah.
all five of them.
Just the first one. No, the very cartoon one. The first cartoon one.
They just started making some new ones. They had the one about the
Scooby-Doo?
army dog.
Scooby-Doo, where are you? Like 90s animals didn't talk but did sweet stuff in movies.
Andre,
Oh,
Yeah, that was a
Andre.
seal.
is
Yeah.
that not on our list?
That's,
It's not.
It's
I've
not,
never
but
seen
it should be.
And it had
What?
the same girl from Monkey Trouble's in that. Thora Birch? Is
No,
that
it's not
in
Thora
that
Birch.
one?
It's the girl from Napoleon Dynamite. The
Yes, right, it is.
Yeah, I don't remember her name because she's only in
Right.
those two movies.
Correct.
Free Willy. Is Free Willy not on our list?
Oh, it is.
It better
good.
be. I mentioned it earlier, and I was like, I remember watching that all the time.
Yeah, I'm getting Elijah Wood just thinking about it.
Whoa.
Is he in that?
Isn't he?
He's
I
in
don't think
Flipper.
He is.
He's in Flipper for sure.
No, you're looking at Paul Hogan.
No, Elijah Wood is in
No,
Flipper.
look it up.
Oh
You're gonna
my
spoil
gosh.
it for the podcast if you look it up. Oh, he's doing it.
Should
Don't
I?
do it.
No,
No.
Elijah Wood is in Flipper.
He's all somebody. He's in somebody. My name is Elijah Wood. I was in Radio Flyer. Then I made a movie called Flipper. Someone says I was a free with a style.
It's like the worst beatboxing ever.
Oh boy.
Well, it was the worst rapping ever, so it kind of worked out.
Yeah.
2 negatives make a positive.
Two
Okay.
birds with one stone.
Any last comments on Homeward Bound?
Nope, I'm ready to see it.
The Incredible.
I want to. We need to get together watch this on my VHS, which I think has trailers for other movies like Flyway.
I would
Mr.
be
Limpet.
down for that.
Homeward Bound, The Incredible Mr. Limpet. Join us in part 2. We're going to figure out what the heck happened in this movie. And what stuff we just straight up made up.
Yeah. Which was a lot.
A lot.
Well, we had to. We don't remember a lot. We got to flush this thing out.
Yeah. I will say I knew that there were 2 dogs and a cat in this movie.
Well, that's the step one.
Well, you've seen the cover of the box then.
Yeah.
There you go.
You've gotten that far. I want to take this time to thank our awesome Patreon supporters, Shane S., Matt J., Claire G., and James P. Be sure to join our Patreon for the month of June. Our Patreon-only episode this month was Back to the Future. To get access to that episode, go to patreon.com/whatweremember. Any money that you pledge will directly support the show. Thanks.
Be a good dog. Stay.
Stay?
Hope, where are you going?
Bye, Hope. Bye-bye.
All right. Easy on the fur coat.
I got it. It was crafty, all right, but Jamie?
Peter. Wait. Stay.
Oh, no. Not this.
Welcome back to the Dogs Rule Cats Drool podcast. We watch Homeward Bound: An Incredible Journey.
I have to say, this was the least enjoyable movie we have watched.
I would disagree.
Really? You think
I
it's
would
the least
disagree.
enjoyable? Because we
the
watched.
least.
We watched the
enjoyable.
Little Rascals.
Yeah, it's above Little
We
Rascals.
watched the Little Rascals on this podcast.
It is definitely Little Rascals level, but I think it was worse.
I think it's better. It's prettier. There's a lot of scenery in this film.
It is a very pretty film. I will say the movie itself feels very empty.
Oh, it is.
Oh yeah, just shots of animals, overlap with talking.
Yeah.
How did they shoot this? Like, did they shoot the animals and have a rough idea of the script and then just say, like, all right, we didn't get that shot, we just have to reword it?
Well, it's
know.
a remake, so I'm guessing the original had the same plot of sorts.
I will tell you, I watched the original.
Yeah,
you?
on accident or
No.
Okay, in addition to this.
You're going full
When I say
Brad over here.
well, okay, yeah. When I say watched, I kind of skimmed through it.
Okay.
I spent maybe 30 minutes on it, but the movie, the original, is an hour and 40 minutes long.
Oh my
That's
god,
too long.
that's too long.
This movie was too long.
Yeah, that's true.
The original is even more unwatchable. It is literally a guy narrating what's happening. The dogs don't talk at all. He's just like, the dogs are hungry now, or the pets are hungry now, and they're gonna go get some food.
It was a pre-National Geographic film.
my
yeah,
gosh.
pretty much. But it had the same plot.
That's pretty brutal. Now, for this film, did you guys get to see it in widescreen?
Yeah.
You saw it in widescreen?
I don't know if I did or not. I saw it on Hulu.
It was
Hulu's the widescreen.
I saw it on widescreen.
I did not. I saw the full screen one. I didn't realize. My first question was, "Is there a widescreen?" And then I was reading online, and I was like, "Yes, but it's only available. It's not like the DVD version is only the full screen version."
Did you
have
go
to
out and like
Hulu
buy
or-
the DVD?
No, I just had like I downloaded it offline from somewhere
Yeah.
else, but got the one, and I had it on VHS, which was full screen. But apparently, only Hulu and iTunes have like the widescreen version.
Yo, so I got the best version of it. I guess.
Yeah. Hulu is where it's at.
Apparently, I missed out.
So the dad is the guy from Airplane.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did not,
yes, it is.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Wait, why is like?"
It's the guy from Airplane.
It seemed very out of sorts. I was like, "He's supposed to be very funny all the time, but he's like a serious character."
And the
That's what was wrong with this movie. it had
it was
no
very straight.
comedy
It's
at
true.
all. It had like
But all the animals were making jokes constantly.
they were not good.
They weren't. No, they were just.
They were. I
punny,
mean, obviously they're for kids.
punny and quippy.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh,
god,
man.
this movie just like lacked humor completely.
This is, I mean, I remember I watched this movie a lot as a kid, and I'm watching it now, and I'm like, how did this entertain me? Nothing is happening.
I know. It was very
I mean, I guess
boring.
technically things are happening, but nothing is happening in this
Well,
movie.
if you didn't have a dog or a cat, I think it made you like long for one.
Yeah.
Because they're so revered in this movie.
Yeah,
It's like, I
maybe.
want a dog. This is doing a great justice for the animal shelters, like putting this movie out there. It's like I wanted to adopt a dog after the end of the movie came. It's like, oh, I should probably adopt a dog.
Well, especially like when you hear
fine.
like all of Chance's like nihilism about like he's like, but humans don't care about you. Put in the shelter, you'll never come out. I'm like, geez, that dog is just depressing.
There's a weird, so Chance is actually a rescued dog in
Yeah.
the beginning of the movie, which we didn't
He was,
really talk
he was an
about.
abandoned dog that they just adopted, I guess?
They adopted,
Yeah, they like just adopted.
Yeah, it
But
opens
it
with a
had-
wedding scene, too. Is the dad dead, or are they divorced?
They didn't
I was
say.
wondering the same thing.
But that's a good question.
Is the mom...
The dad is definitely out of the picture.
Yeah, because the at least the oldest son is like has to connect with the dad. That's like his journey in
Yeah.
the movie. He doesn't accept him as his true dad yet.
The other two kids have no journey.
But it's not said. Yeah, it's true. That one kid drops a pumpkin. That's pretty good.
That kid was the most annoying out of everybody.
He had like no lines. I don't even get it. He's so pointless. The mom was from House Guest, Throw Mama from the Train, and Brazil. I guess.
Oh,
Brazil,
those were her
man.
big three movies.
Yeah, I don't.
I remember her from Throw Mama from the Train.
I barely
don't
remember
remember her
Brazil.
from Brazil.
I need to rewatch Brazil. Let's do that for the podcast.
We could.
Don Amici plays Shadow
Don Amici,
from
yeah.
Cocoon fame. That's his big movie.
Oh,
And
okay.
Cocoon Returns.
And he died the same year that movie came out.
Yeah.
He died like later at the end of the year.
Yeah, I heard he fell in a pit and then he just couldn't get out.
I will say I blanked out when Shadow fell into that pit.
That was so sad.
How did Shadow get out of that
He
pit?
didn't. He's dead. That dog died. That was Shadow's ghost at the
Yeah,
end.
it was a shadow of Shadow.
That was like the thing where
It might
like
be an entirely different dog.
Chance and Sassy were like, okay, we can't go back without a shadow. Let's go like find a new shadow. Like any parent that kills their kid's pet, like they're like, we'll just find another one that looks the same. We'll bring that one back.
The acting in this movie was like ridiculous.
Okay.
Everybody's acting was ridiculous.
Yeah, I will give the voice actors for the animals credit because there were scenes where like they were clearly just watching the footage of the animal and like just going along with it. And, like,
Right.
Like where like the cat would suddenly start like licking something and so Sally Field's like making little noises in order to like fit it into the line.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
will. The only acting that was good were the pets.
Yeah.
But all the human actors were just so like wonky and weird and like couldn't
Yeah.
deliver lines with like the proper like emotional tone or
Okay.
reflection.
Like I will say I would make an exception for the parents of the girl that's lost in the woods. They were kind of believable in
Yeah.
that they were really glad to find their daughter. But the dad's like when he sees Shadow bark, he's like, "What is it, old boy?" And then like just follows this dog, and I'm like, I get like you see this dog, but if I was looking for my kid, I would not be paying attention to that dog. I'm sorry. I mean, like there's some wild dog out here barking at me.
Were those rangers like? You think they were real rangers? Because they were bad actors. I feel
Yeah,
like
They
were like.
terrible.
I feel like they were just natural acting. Like they pulled two forest
That
rangers
could
or
be,
vets
maybe.
to
Yeah.
play those people.
These are the ones from that flyer. Oh my god.
Get over here. Look at this. Bart, these are the animals that were on the flyer we got.
I can't believe it.
These are them.
This guy's in pretty bad need of a vet.
Okay, guys. Okay, guys. You're going home.
Home.
Oh, yeah. You're going home.
Home.
that was pretty much spot on.
Yeah, so there's a scene where we totally forgot where a girl is lost in the woods.
Yeah, we didn't
and
remember that happening
The
at
three
all.
of them come upon her and essentially just like hang out with her, and then Shadow sees the like a search party, barks at the search party, and they follow him, and that's when they find the girl, and all those rangers come out, and real bad acting happens.
Oh yeah.
Shadow, the actual dog playing him, did such a good job acting. Like,
Yeah.
it was
Yep.
like walking up, like trying to paw at her and like wave, and I was like, I kind of was like, this is an awesome moment. Like this dog is like trying to comfort her.
Yeah.
And Don Amici's like so soothing and comforting voice. It's like,
He
I'm
is.
a good doggy.
At the same time, Shadow is really dumb. I don't know. Like
He's wise beyond his years, Andy. That's the point of his character.
he's like he's dumb. He's
How is he dumb?
Chance is dumb.
In the first half, we said that Chance kicks this whole thing off, And if it had been up to Chance,
That
they
was
would
not
have
true.
just sat at that ranch for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And cause Shadow's the one that's like, I've been abandoned forever. Because they just leave.
Yeah.
And he's like, how dare they leave me? I'm the most loyal. I gotta go.
Like, who's gonna protect
and
you?
they go with him. And the whole time he's just like, they've clearly abandoned me and forgotten about me and I need to get back to them. Or he's like, something clearly terrible has happened to my child.
Yeah, it's just over that hill over there, and we'll be home in just 2 minutes.
I'm like, Shadow,
We'll be
you're
there
just-
before sundown.
So the farm lady is responsible for these animals, and she goes on a trip and just hopes that they're still there when she
Did
gets
she
back.
tell
and-
the other family that she was going to be going on this trip, like ahead of time?
She does. She says
she?
she's going on this thing.
Because she was.
Oh, that's right. She
was
tells
just
the
doing like
kids.
Because
horse.
they
They were like,
children
who's
say
gonna
so.
watch him?
Right.
She's like, my neighbor.
And Chance can pretty much jump that fence. As she's leaving, he's like over that fence. This lady is just the worst person to take care of an animal, and she owns a farm. So come on, lady.
I will say the scenes with Chance and the turkey I thought were pretty funny.
The spooky turkey.
Yeah,
was
they were
creepy.
good.
Like right at the end when Sassy and Shadow jump the fence and run away, and he's sitting there like, you bunch of idiots. And then the turkey just comes out and he's like, oh god, the turkey's back, and jumps out. I was like, okay, that was genuinely amusing.
So the other animals on the farm do not talk.
right.
Nope,
I
but-
was kind of bugged by that.
Yeah, but the
We
other
did-
dogs in the vet
The dogs
later
in the
do
vet
talk,
did, which
so...
I thought was weird. I guess
So
it's
just dogs
just
and cats can
and-
talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, why isn't the porcupine being like, get out of here, you bitch?
And the skunk could be like, ew,
I'm stinky.
I'm stinky, y'all.
Missed opportunities.
Come on, smell my stink.
Can someone go back and dub the whole movie with the other animals?
I bet
that would be a
that's
fun
happening.
Just
thing.
not the
I bet
other
if you
ones.
look on YouTube, there's probably like redubs for this movie.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. Let's go do it.
We could do it. I'll play Sassy. I've got the Sally Field voice down.
No, I think like even keeping those original voices and just adding to like the porcupine, the bear,
Oh yeah, that'd be really good. I
the
think that'd be really funny.
bobcat.
Yeah, we totally. I mean, we kind of got some
We
like
thought
they
there was a
encounter a
cougar.
porcupine, they encounter a cougar, and they encounter the bears, but we didn't recall the
Yeah.
specifics. I certainly
I
didn't
thought the
remember
bear
them.
played more of a part, and it did not.
I didn't remember them catapulting a cougar. Like, with
Yeah,
a seesaw.
so Shadow and Chance, at this point, they're separated from Sassy.
Yes,
And
they
there's a
just
cougar
accepted
chasing
that
them.
she's dead.
And, like, Shadow keeps putting his big nose in the river, and Chance is like, there's a thing back there. We gotta be wary of it.
And Shadow, because he's dumb, doesn't believe Chance.
But they eventually see the cougar, run from it, and then Shadow cooks up a plan because Chance says something about a seesaw.
He did it earlier with Sassy.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
But he also mentions it in that very moment with
Yeah.
Shadow. And they set the cougar to jump on this thing, and then Chance is up there on a rock. A butterfly distracts him for a half
Yeah.
second, but he eventually jumps onto the seesaw, and the cougar goes flying.
He really did.
Just like Home Alone 2,
Yeah.
Joe Pesci and the cougar get launched 80 feet in the air.
Seesaw
But that was
physics.
like that seesaw. I mean, that was like a rock. That wasn't like wood or anything.
No,
like
that
there's
would
no
not.
way.
It
There's
do not add up.
It did not have a lot of travel. It was like just a
dog
blunt
would
rock
not-
moving a little bit.
Yeah.
The cougar's way heavier than that dog
Yep.
is.
And that
yeah,
cougar
first
went
of all, and then like a
wild.
dog is not gonna be able to move a rock like that.
No.
That whole thing was messed up.
I mean, the bears were kind of weird because, like, first they run into a couple of little black bears, and then like a grizzly bear comes out, and I was like, why are there two different kinds of bears? I don't know.
It was watching them.
Like, what is going on here?
It was babysitting.
I was also right from the beginning. Like it's so vague. Like they explicitly say that they're going on vacation, but it looks like all they're doing is moving to San Francisco.
I think they're
No,
just there
they
for a
weren't
little
going
while.
on vacation.
No.
The dad was accepting a temporary job at some university in San Francisco.
For
3 weeks.
They call it a vacation at some point, but that makes more
yeah.
sense.
They also do
yes.
have a lot of like stuff packed up in that house, and because when they show footage of the house,
Yeah.
there's stuff in boxes all over, so it feels like they're moving, but they're not.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, what is happening here? Like, and they're like, we're going on vacation. We'll be gone a couple of weeks. And I was like, what kind of vacation are you guys taking? This is impressive.
Do they end up back at that house at the end of the film, or are they at their original house?
I think they're back at their original house because they're
That's what
looking
I was
for
thinking.
they're looking for their animals. I don't see why they would go all the way back to San Francisco. Like I don't know where they originally started at. I think they do end up going back to their home.
So that 3 weeks is up. So we think from beginning to end. Well, maybe they came back early, but
I don't even know if the 3 weeks is up, but
Yeah, I have no idea. Or maybe
that's a good point. Like there's no kind of timeline in this movie. They could have been out like homeward bounding for 2 weeks.
Yeah, there's no really way to know. I mean, they covered pretty well the fact that they could like find water and eat fish as much as they wanted.
Yeah.
I also like how they're like, well, we can't have them kill like cute animals, so let's just have them eat fish the whole time.
The fish should talk too.
Yeah. Ow.
Oh God!
Mr. Just dubbing Mr. Limpet's voice as the fish.
Make it really tragic, like when the one jumps on land and is flopping around. Make it like really gruesome. Make the fish is like, I can't breathe. Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, we could do
really
that.
Good. It'd be really good.
There was also like too much POV of
There's
the
a lot
animals.
of POV.
A lot of
It was
POV.
But
like
it's necessary for certain scenes, like with the porcupine. I get
Yeah.
it. You can't show
Yeah.
that happening.
Yeah.
With the train tracks, I get it. You can't shoot dogs barely missing a train. Like
Oh
there
my
are
God.
some times where the POV is ration. I would say.
right.
we kind of,
But other times it's pretty willy nilly.
So like we mushed some stuff together. We like the train scene. Like I thought there was like
You thought a collar got stuck.
yeah,
on the
collar got
tracks for
stuck,
some
but
reason.
his
Yeah.
collar gets stuck when they're escaping the pound,
Yep.
which on its own was a ridiculous scene. And all those animal shelter workers were
It
hilariously
had one guy that looked
ridiculous.
familiar to me, but I
Yes.
couldn't
Yep, the
pinpoint.
glasses guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
glasses guy. I don't know what
Who
he's
is
from,
that guy?
but he's in
things.
something.
He's a poor man's Rick Moranis. They couldn't get him, so
I
they
think
got
he's
this
probably
guy
in like a
instead.
Seinfeld episode.
I will say I was looking through the
playing,
credits on IMDb, and every person in this film is named. Like all the rangers have their own names. All the animal shelter workers have their own names. Like I would have to go back and like find their name tags in like freeze frames to figure out who's who.
And also, like, Sally Field, Michael J. Fox, and Don Demetrio, like, billed last on IMDb.
Yes,
It's like, you had to
yeah.
scroll
What?
to show more
Yep.
to see their names.
They're just like at the very bottom of the list.
Who would be top billed after those
I think
people?
it's just was it alphabetically?
I don't know if
think
it's
so.
alphabetical
They listed it.
or
Okay.
like
The guy running the IMDb Homeward Bound page, you need to get your act together. People
So yeah,
are wanting
Chance's
to
collar gets
see
stuck
this.
escaping the pound.
He's
under
like,
the
I haven't
fence.
touched that since 1997.
Then the cat almost gets run over by the train.
That was like barely a scene.
Yeah,
though.
and then immediately after, Shadow falls into a hole. And
Yeah.
like I don't remember if we mentioned specifically he falls into a hole. I just remember us being like, I
No.
don't think Shadow.
No, I
makes
don't
it.
think we even said that.
But I knew that like it was one of those like, does Shadow make it at the end things?
Yeah.
And yeah, they don't show him get out of that hole.
No.
Yeah, how did he get out of that hole?
The audience is supposed to think that he's dead. Thank you, Disney, for making us think that.
Wow.
You big jerk.
I
That
will
scene,
s-
that scene is real sad, too.
It really is.
I will say that there is a moment in the original as well where the family sees the cat and their younger dog, and they're waiting for the other dog, and it slowly walks up. So that scene is
Okay.
pretty much the exact same in both movies.
That makes sense.
The cover of this movie is false advertising. The three of them are never rolling down the river on a log.
Yep.
It's just Sassy falling in the river.
Which was an awful scene. Like, how did they shoot that?
That
And
cat-
I didn't
That
want to
cat was
see
like
it.
legit going down some like whitewater rapids.
Yeah, that cat looked like it was gonna die.
and it was uncomfortable.
I immediately like hopped online and I tried to find anything about how they shot that, and there was nothing.
Yeah.
I think that there was a miniature dog dressed up in a cat outfit for some of those scenes. Because that cat was like running and really fast, and it was doing tricks and things. It's like, you can't get a cat to do those things.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Maybe
Was
they
that a
found
really
the best
trained cat? And there were some times like the cat was just sitting down. Like the first half of the movie, the cat was not mobile at all. It was just a cutesy little cat that everyone was picking up, or she was just sitting somewhere.
You're like, I've never met a cat like that.
Yeah, because you can't get a cat to run at you.
Right. How did they get that cat to act?
They dressed a dog up in a cat
It's that
outfit.
movie magic, man. Oh, man. We forgot about the mountain man that finds Stassi.
Yeah, the mountain man.
He's just like, here's some goat milk.
I wrote the line down that he says once he sees like the hawk. That's his. Did you remember that line? He just says, "Master of the sky, you're the boss."
There you are. Master of the sky. You're the boss.
I didn't know. What? I did not hear that.
That's what he says to the hawk after he puts his goggles down. Master of the sky, you're the boss.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
Yeah, so there's a just a mountain man who finds Sassy like washed up on a river and takes care of her.
I also like the extent of his veterinary knowledge, where he's like, well, you made it through the night. You're clearly 100% fine.
Exactly, yeah.
He like literally says, "You made it through the night. I guess that means you're okay."
Is he living out there?
Yeah.
Was he just,
At first, I thought he was
I
some
think
sort
he
of
is.
researcher because he's like, taking notes
Bird
for that
watching?
hawk. And then he goes back to that cabin. I'm like, no, he just lives out there. He's like some crazy survivalist.
Yeah, he's planning his next murder.
Right. Yeah.
There were 2 montages that I could catch in this film. One use of the Mission Impossible theme song.
Yes, the Mission Impossible. That was okay, and I was on board with the whole other animals don't talk, and then they had the dogs in the shelter cat calling it sassy. And first I was like, why are these dogs making sexual comments to a cat? And then also I was like, why are they talking? I feel like that's kind of ruining the film, but I guess they're the same animals, so I don't know.
There's a hope spot where the animals have been caught into the vet, and they all the kids are like rushing to meet up with their parents to go find them, and the little kid is doing a dramatic reading of some sort of play where he drops a pumpkin.
Yeah.
And the parents are like, we found them, and then the lady just turns to her, puts her head on her brow, like, look out, like, who's out there? And she just says, what find who?
Jamie!
Mom?
We found him!
What? Found who?
Sorry about the magic pumpkin, Miss Winters. We'll replace it.
Like,
This
what is this
movie,
lady?
yeah.
Movie, man.
This one lady gets
The writing in this
What
movie
find
is
who?
just not good. They barely thought about it. They were just like, all right, we'll spend a lot of our time working on writing the dialogue for the pets, and then everything else is an afterthought.
And then they had that weird subplot with the eldest son and the dad, and the stepdad,
that was barely explored.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
it was like,
just
you
a
don't
little bit.
care about our pets. He runs away, and he's like, he made flyers.
Well-
Now I appreciate it.
Well, so the little kid wants to do something to help the pet, so he goes to the police station.
I wanted to talk about this scene
my
so
God.
bad.
You go ahead.
This scene
You
is
go
the
ahead.
best.
Excuse me. I need some help finding a member of my family. Actually, 3 members of my family.
How long have they been missing?
Well, they ran away about a week ago.
Your name?
Peter Burnford.
Where are your parents?
They don't know I'm here.
You better give me their names.
Laura Burnford, that's my mom. And my dad, well, her husband's name is Bob Seaver.
I need a physical description of the missing persons.
Well, there's Shadow. He's got brown eyes and sandy-colored hair. And Sassy's got blue eyes. She's Himalayan.
Himalayan.
That's right. And Chance is, well, he's white with black spots.
Black spots.
That's right.
Look, kid, this is the San Francisco Police Department. We can't go chasing after stray cats and dogs. I'm sorry, but we got more important things to do.
Well, this is important to me and my brother and sister. What are we supposed to do? Just forget about them?
Let me tell you something that might help you out. Sometimes, when we're looking for a suspect, we make up these reward posters and we put them up all over the city. Now, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's a shot.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Hey, kid. Good luck.
Thanks.
Not only is the cop like super confrontational to this kid, he could be helping this kid, and like he does give him advice, but he proceeds to scream and yell at him the entire time that he's giving him this advice.
He's giving him real advice, but he's very.
He's like yelling and he's super condescending.
Oh my gosh.
That guy is just like filtering all of those questions at the desk. So, like, I heard this a billion times. We get it. Your pets are lost, kid. It's tough luck.
Tough luck, kid.
Tough titties.
Welcome to America, kid.
If I were you, I'd make a flyer.
You know, it doesn't work all the time, but sometimes it does. It's like, okay.
And then he's like,
that's how
wow,
things work, I guess.
I think I will make a flyer. Thanks. And he's like, good luck, kid.
It's a very weird tone levels.
The tone was so off.
all over the place.
I
Yeah.
should walk. I'll walk into a police station, ask them to find my missing animal.
And don't
See
make
how they
sure
react.
when they ask for descriptions, you wait to tell them later that they're animals. Just
Right.
give them eye color and hair color.
Yeah.
Like that kid clearly knew. He's like, I can't tell them they're animals yet. Like,
They're going to hate me.
Yeah. So for whatever reason, when the kid first starts out with the conversation, he just gives description of people.
Yeah.
So the policeman's none
well,
the wiser.
he deliberately frames it as though like just people like his siblings are missing or something. And I'm like, you knew going in, you shouldn't be going to a police station for this.
Yeah.
They just stopped doing the porcupine makeup on Chance during the last part of the movie. They just stopped doing it. Like it's there for a second where there's like little marks on his face.
Yep.
Because Chance at the vet gets the porcupine quills pulled out, and I was right that Sassy does try but failed.
Yeah.
But the vet does do it, and there's makeup in there for a while, and then they just start giving up on putting makeup on his face, where the porcupine quills were.
Yeah.
They were done with the movie. They just wanted to get it over.
No one's gonna notice. Don't even worry about putting the makeup on that dog. It's such a hassle.
Or, I mean, if it was like weeks that they were lost, it's possible that they could have healed up.
No
but
timeline.
I don't know. Yeah, there is no timeline. I thought that the guy that was supposed to come over to watch the dogs while the girl was doing her like horseback riding thing. At first, I thought that was Michael Keaton. You get a profile shot of him, and it looks so much like Michael Keaton.
It should have been.
I got really sad for a moment. I was like, Michael Keaton, you don't need to be in this movie.
You're relegated to like some B-roll in a B movie.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me that note? Was that something that the ranch hand left, or is that something like the parents left and he misconstrued?
She left the rancher lady left it about her horses, and he thought it was about the animals.
Yeah, because she wrote it on two separate like note card size.
Yeah,
like real cardstock.
Her first mistake was not writing it on a full sheet of paper. She wrote it on two little letters, and they were both like separate pieces of information. And so one of them got blown away, and so he only read the first part.
Mm-hmm. I was at work, so I just probably looked away for a quick second.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like as she finished writing it, she as she was walking away, the top page just blew away. Yeah.
So he read it and just thought it was about the animals, not the horses.
Yeah.
And was like, all right, good enough for me.
You can't take 2 dogs and a cat on a thing. Well, I guess you can. And then she comes back and like, I can't take the 2 dogs and a cat on the thing. It's like, oh, I thought that was the case. Well, dummy, if you thought that was the case.
Yeah, why would you take a cat on a horseback riding trip? Or whatever she was doing.
She was corralling something.
Like taking horses down some trail or something.
Yeah, I think she was. Yeah, I think that's literally what she was doing.
I think she was city slickersing some horses down a road.
Oh man.
No one cared about those chickens getting attacked by Chance.
They really were not worried about those chickens. Like,
so they like get to the farm, and immediately Chance is like running after some chickens, and he jumps into the coop and he's just like attacking them, and then it cuts to the family and they're just still having like a normal dialogue. No one was like, hey Chance, get away from them chickens, you idiot.
I feel like this ranch lady doesn't know anything about animals. She inherited this ranch like last minute. She's learning on the fly.
Yeah.
She was also the lady from Designing Women, which I don't even remember her like name, but that's what she's from.
No idea.
Okay.
The blonde lady.
I'm not sure what that is.
It should have been Reba McEntire.
Oh
Should've
yeah,
done a better job.
Oh man,
that could have been her big acting breakout. You know that, then Little Rascals, then the Reba McEntire TV show.
So she exhausts all of her plans, but except for the one that's just telling the family. Like, she was like the last resort gonna confess to losing these animals. It's like, well, I guess I have to tell them.
She like told the park ranger first.
Yeah, that park ranger, oh my god. His acting was out of this world too.
No, ma'am. And I gotta tell you, domesticated animals wouldn't stand a chance out here. We've got bears, mountain lions. These are serious predators.
Is there anybody else in the Park Service I can call? Oh, would you? Oh, I'd appreciate it. Oh, I gave you my number, didn't I? Oh, good. Yeah, it was just a shot. Bye.
You've done everything you can.
Not everything.
They gave him like one shot with one line, and he just overacted the hell out of it.
He was like,
and they
I'm ready
said,
for
that's a wrap.
We got it, but you didn't shoot my side of the rest of this? Yeah. But then they don't. They just shoot her side, answering, nodding along to things.
Oh, man. I think, Andy, at one point you had mentioned, like, she was a lesbian or something like that.
I said she might have had. I thought she might have had a friend. Like
yeah. Oh, that's right.
Friend.
Yeah, that special friend at the ranch. Yeah.
Jury's still out on that one.
I mean, her special friend was the neighbor that came over to watch those animals. She's like,
they're both incompetent ranch hands.
Yeah.
That's what they are. I'm surprised.
Did she say special friend? Or is that just something that...
She just said her neighbor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Her neighbor Roy or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, Roy.
All of her animals should have been gone by the time she got back.
Yeah.
She's like, wow, left the bar door open. I mean,
what if it wasn't just like Homeward Bound? It was like also like 20 chickens following them as well.
That turkey got out somehow, and because it chases Chance off the ranch.
She's gonna get home and she's gonna have no
animals.
Where did everything go?
She's like, well, my ranch is ruined. I have no more animals.
Yeah, she has to call the park ranger. I'm missing 20 chickens, 3 horses.
He's like, you again? That's like the 8th time this week.
I'm sorry, I didn't know I was out. I had to pick
Why
something
did you
up.
leave?
I
These animals need tending.
I had to take horses down the trail. He's like, horses can't even go down that trail. What are you doing? Like, well, she's like, well, I know that now.
The dog opened the coop and let the chickens out. And then you left, and the dog was still there. She was gonna open the coop again. What are you doing? She is so bad at her job.
Poor supervision. Oh my goodness.
Chance got into every little nook and cranny in that ranch.
Yeah.
And she felt confident enough to leave him there alone, like wide open, not in the house. These animals are outside when they break out. They're already ready to
Yeah,
go.
she doesn't even have like a kennel. Or
I was
anything.
assuming
It
they
just
had like
a tiny
I was
gate.
actually I was genuinely looking to see if there was like a pet door or something, because yeah, she leaves and all 3 of them are outside, including Sassy, who's like seems pretty clearly like an indoor cat. She's like, you're all outside for however long I'm gone. Bye. And I was like, I hope she has like a dog door in that house.
The exact same thing happens in the original as well.
Oh,
a guy
man.
goes out hunting and he just literally leaves all of the animals back at home, and they're not even like enclosed in a like a fenced off area. They're just like exposed to the open woods. And as soon as he leaves, they all decide to start leaving.
They're like, now's our chance.
Andy, I'm going to cat sit for you. I'm going to take all your cats, leave them outside, and then go on a 3-day trip and expect nothing to be wrong.
That sounds reasonable. I think you're a responsible cat watcher.
Andy, how much would you pay Brad to do that? I mean, because he's not free. Come on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I charge a lot to not watch your cats.
That's some quality boarding supervision, so it's probably worth a top price.
Yeah.
I hope she wasn't getting paid. I hope they didn't. There's just been a scene at the end where she's like, "Oh, I guess I watched your animals a little bit. Can I get a little something?"
I will say, like, maybe I'm being too hard on the guy, but Airplane guy. I should say the guy from Airplane. There wasn't like a guy with an airplane in this movie, although there should have been. He was pretty brutally honest with those kids at all times. Like, I'm like, they're kids. You got to nurture their hope at all. He's like, kids, let's be realistic. They're probably all dead. Like, he didn't straight up say that, but he was like, come on, guys. Like,
we'll never find
And then the one kid got mad. He's like, I should probably make flyers, I guess. Whatever. Like, just to make him happy. That's like why he was like, he wrote those animals off in no time.
Oh, my God.
Well, so did the oldest son at first wrote Shadow off. Like, first Chance comes home and then jumps into the little kid's arms. Then Sassy comes home, jumps into the girl's arms. And they wait a little while, expecting Shadow to show up. He doesn't. The kid immediately turns his back, assumes that Shadow's dead.
He's like, well,
go over the hill and see if the dog is just, like, over that hill.
Yeah.
I expected...
It's an older dog.
Like, I genuinely expected them to, like, lead the kid to where Shadow was, and then they get him out. And, no, like, he just comes over. I'm like, you just saw where they came from.
Well, I guess Shadow's dead.
Yep.
Wait, no, go where they came from to see if your dog is just like a mile or so behind them. What is your deal, kid?
Oh, boy.
Karma, man. Because
he wanted that dog dead. That's my claim to this movie. He wanted to get a new dog.
My least favorite part of the whole movie is when the older son calls the lady at the farm to talk to Shadow.
To talk to his dog.
To talk to Shadow.
Yeah.
And he barks, and then the little girl's like, "How's Sassy doing?" And then he's like, "Oh, Shadow said that she said that they ate him."
The Chance ate, yeah.
Chance ate him.
Sassy. I was like, damn.
Just kidding.
Talk to Shadow. Peter wants to talk to Shadow.
Peter, somebody here wants to say hello to you.
Shadow? Can you hear me, boy? Look, I know we promised we'd be back tomorrow, but we can't make it for another week, okay?
I never understand a thing when they do this.
Me neither, but you might as well humor them.
Did you hear that? He said hello.
What'd he say? What'd he say? He said Chance ate Sassy. No, I'm just kidding. He said Sassy loves it there.
And it was like, it was supposed to be a joke, I think, but all the delivery was just way off.
He also was like, let me talk to Shadow. And then, like, Shadow actually barks. And, like, the lady's like, see, he loves you. And the kid's like, whatever. It's just a dog barking in the phone. I was like, he seemed really nonplussed about that, and he's the one that was like, "Let me talk to Shadow, a dog, over the phone."
Just strengthens my claim.
He thought that
my claim.
Yeah,
he thought the dog would actually talk like Don and Michi.
I'm so like he swung back and forth from like really caring about Shadow to like writing that dog off as soon as he wanted to. Like, I don't know. I think Brad might have something here.
I hated that kid.
I did too.
Me too.
I actually didn't really like the family as a whole.
I thought the dad was okay, but
the dad was fine.
The rest of the family I was like, whatever.
The mom didn't even really have a part. She literally had like 5 lines.
Yeah, the girl just fed some shrimp to her cat and then was glad when it came back, and then that was about it.
Yeah, it seemed like the dad kind of got roped into everything because during the first scene of the movie where it's like the wedding's happening and Chance is like essentially ruining the wedding, the mom's like really quick to kiss the dad to seal the deal. It's like, I got you trapped now. You're like, stuck with me and these kids and these animals.
He's like just adjusting to life with kids now after never having them, and all of a sudden he's in this crisis of animals missing. He's like,
it's probably a shotgun wedding.
He's like, this is way more than I bargained for.
They made an eHarmony a month before this wedding.
Oh, yeah.
His mom was ready to lock it down again.
Yeah, I think this is going to end in divorce. It's not going to be successful.
She knew he was about to get his grant, and she was like, gotta lock it in. Gotta lock it in before he gets that sweet grant money.
I would never watch this movie again, though.
I'll end up watching it.
I'm surprised I'm saying it, but I do not ever need to see this movie again.
Oh, yeah. God.
I watched the crap out of this as a kid, and I'm like, nope, I do not need to watch this ever again.
Way past done.
Oh.
I was checked out at so many points in this movie.
I was like, I was half thinking like maybe I'd go back just to watch the full screen, and I'm like, no.
There were still a lot of moments that I like remembered, like even like lines I could like anticipate them coming just because they were. I forget like which ones they were, but some of Sassy's lines and Michael J. Fox's lines, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And the one thing was Birdzilla. I was waiting for him to have like nicknames for every single animal, but it was just those two, and I was like, darn, kind of missed opportunity. Could have had a running joke.
Do you see that part where Chance like ran right into a tree?
Yeah, I saw that.
And then they totally left that in, and they were like, we're going to dub some lines over that.
It's like, it's really funny.
In the scene where they're like just barreling through the vet, I mean, what a ruckus that
Oh
must
my
have been.
gosh, yeah, those animals.
These dogs are going full speed up and down halls. Like there's one point where Shadow just biffs it into the wall. Like they run back into it. They have to run back the other way.
The guy that was trying to catch him was doing some really weird stuff with his lips the entire time.
You mean Thunderbutt? Thunderbutt was doing things?
He was doing some weird shit.
As he calls him.
I also, I know it's a kid's movie, but yeah, when Sassy runs through his legs after freeing Shadow, and he turns around, starts to run, and then turns back to Shadow, and he's like, I'm coming for you next, and runs away. I was like, is he just really caught up in the moment? Like he's going to tell this dog, stay right there, I'm coming back for you.
Yeah. Is he going to listen to that?
I'm like, what did he expect? I don't know what he was going for with that.
I also hope that was a rubber fence that they escaped through. I was thinking about that. So when Sassy, Chance, and Shadow are leaving the vet, they have to dig up underneath the fence. Mm-hmm. And that can, hurt a dog if it's under there too much. I'm like, if they didn't use a rubber fence, I would be so mad. If they there's a scene where Chance is freaking out because his collar's genuinely caught on the fence.
Yeah, I mean,
they threw a cat in a river for this movie.
Yeah, no, I mean,
and to go back to your thing about it being a dog, I mean, it's possible that there might have been like a disguise, but there was one scene. There was literally one scene where the cat meowed in the water, and I was like, no!
And I know in the first time I was like, we should do Milo and Otis, but after how uncomfortable that water scene made me, I'm like, I can never watch Milo and Otis again, because that scene has many more scenes of animals in peril, and I know they didn't use any effects, so that's all real.
We're not watching any movies with animals in them before the 90s.
God.
We just will not do it.
Yeah.
Nope, it's not happening.
Animals will get hurt on this podcast.
Oh boy. Yeah, that was
only animated animals, and that's our promise going forward.
Yeah,
it's true. We got to do that. All dogs go to heaven.
Wow, bring it down again.
Fine, Oliver and Company. I know it's Andy's favorite.
That probably ends sad too.
I don't remember actually. What do I remember?
What you remember about it?
Well, that's for another episode.
Thanks for listening, and join us on our next episode as we try to remember all the things that happened in The Next Karate Kid.
I thought maybe you could give me a few lessons.
Focus. Karate. Yeah. Discipline. Courage. A girl no one believed in. Put her away. Is about to prove she's the next Karate Kid. Yes! Rated PG.